So we were discussing ugliness, the most difficult quality in human beings and in other animals. We can get rid of, goodness very easily. Goodness can be gotten rid of like in seconds, if not minutes. Badness can also be gotten rid of. It takes some time, takes some practice, takes concerted effort, very consistent and concerted effort. But ugliness is like a snake. You can never find it. Even when you find it, it slips out. It slips out of your hands. So it's important that we discuss at length about ugliness, social evils, the problems. It's also, it has a name for it. It's called demonology. It's the study of demons. So as has been said, Jesus Christ drove out demons from people. What are these demons? So there are 7 deadly sins. For example, lust, gluttony, you know anger. So these are all the 7 deadly sins, which are actually demons. Now, but more than that, much more than that, because envy, for example, is very difficult to detect. How do I know that I am envious towards someone? You know, that I actually don't like someone because of their accomplishments, because of their disposition, social status. We don't like them. Why? We have no idea. So that is a demonic possession. So a demon, as it were, possessed our intellect and made us do wrong things. Just like Duryodhana in Mahabharata, we do completely wrong things and think we are right. And that is exactly demonic possession. God is making us aware again and again in the Bhagavad Gita that be aware of demonic possessions, because demons are everywhere. They are simply waiting to pounce upon us at the shortest possible notice. Hence, we have to be extremely careful and guarded against the demons. Now, we may ask, like, okay, but what is the point? Isn't like love, naturally follow? Doesn't love naturally follow from the exorcism of the demons? Not necessarily. We may have love for the demons without even knowing it. For example, I can love something that I don't like, so that will be a wrong kind of love. We don't want to love something that that will be harmful. Oftentimes, that exactly what ends up being happening. We love things simply as how they look, not as how they are. We love things simply because we like them. But that's not how it should be, because we might end up liking wrong things, and we might end up doing a lot of harm both to us, ourselves, and to others. So it's important to know what are these demons. So these demons are actually described at length in the great epic Mahabharata, and especially in the Bhagavad Gita, where in chapter 18, and again this is actually chapter 16, it starts, where the Lord is saying, "Oh Arjuna, so far I told you about the goodness and the badness, the good people and the bad people. Now I'm going to tell you about the ugly people, the tamasic people, the worst of humanity and worst of animal kingdom, the worst of anything. Why? So that you become aware of what to avoid. You have to avoid them, or you have to kill them. There are only two ways. You have to avoid them, or you have to kill them. You cannot live with them. It's impossible. Hence, you avoid or kill. Okay? You cannot necessarily, or you cannot easily transform them into bad people or even good people, because they won't listen to you. So, God said, Avayam Sattva Sangshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastava Aryavam. Now, these are all good qualities. These are all good qualities. Like this is 16th chapter, Shloka 1. All the good qualities. Okay, so we know like Swadhyaya is good, Tapas is good, Arjavam is good. We all know that. But what we don't know is Ma Shuchaha Sampadam Daivim Avijatosi Pandava, is that we are already good. The moment we take refuge in the Lord, the moment we are bhaktas, The moment we read chapter 16, sloka 5, we are actually good, because we have invested the time and the energy necessary for becoming good by reading this chapter, right? So, ma shuchaha, don't worry. Daivin, sampadam daivin, like you are worthy of that, elegant celestial treasure. So, Abhijato, see Pandava. Abhijato means like a great family. So, you are from a great family, and Pandava is the son of Pandu. Hence, that is good. But, Doivo Vistarashah Prakta Asurang Partha Meshrino. That is Shloka 6, chapter 16. Pravrittincha Nivrittincha Janana Vidurasura. That is, the demonic people have no idea about what it means to desire and also what it means to restrain. They have no idea. Nashoucham napi chacharo. They have no idea about sanity, sanitation. They have no idea about ablutions. They don't wash themselves often. Na satyam teshu vidyate. They don't know truth. They only speak idle things. They speak false things. They speak wrong things. They mislead people, misguide people. Na satyam teshu vidyate. Now, why is God talking asatyam apratishtam te jagadahur anishwaram? Why is God saying these things? To make Arjuna aware. Okay, to enlighten Arjuna on the possibilities of the war. There will be people in the war, there will be people in the family, there will be people in the world all the time who are of this category. And hence we have to deal with them. Now, how to deal with them? I have this thing which I humbly call Latyaushadhi. So, you give them a danda. Like what? The danda of the name of God. If you continuously preach the name of God to them, they will change, hopefully. Or you avoid them, or you finish them. These are only three ways. Now, how do you know who are these people? And that is important. So, if I tell you, oh, you go and kill everyone, so that will be, like that will be madness. That will be lunacy. So, it's not like going and killing people. So, that is not what is being told here. What is being told is you have to develop the discrimination within yourself so that you know who is good, who is bad, and who is ugly. You have to first develop the discrimination, and then whether you finish them or not is a later issue. You don't have to finish them, God will take care. But you have to develop the discrimination. And discrimination means we have to understand moment by moment what is happening to our body, our mind, our intellect, even our emotions. We have to understand every moment who is affecting our emotions, who is affecting our intellect, our mind, our thoughts. There will be good people which will lead to great thoughts, good ideas, good thinking. There will be bad people which will lead to, exhausting ideas, exhausting work, time getting exhausted, tired, tedium. And there will be ugly people who will completely destroy a particular moment. So, these are called toxic people. So, these toxic people we have to avoid at all costs. And that's what being described in chapter 16 and even then after chapter 17. Kamam ashritya dushpuram dambhavana madannijaha. Shloka 10, chapter 16. That is, they fall afoul of desires. They have so much desire, they don't even know that they are desirous. So even to know that I am desirous, you have to know something beyond desires, so that you can compare and say, okay, I have this desire. But these people are so attached, so attracted, so grounded in their desires, they don't even know it. They are just moving through it as if it were like something so easy and so good, but it is not. Dushpuram, that is, it is never gonna satisfy. Never gonna satisfy. No amount of cajoling, you tell them, oh, you are great, you look great, you do great, they will not be satisfied. Dushpuram. Dambhamana madanvitaha. So they are full of pride, arrogance, jealousy. Full of pride, full of arrogance, full of jealousy. And we have to avoid them completely. Mohad gritva sadgrahan pravartante shuchivrataha. So they are so afoul, they are running so afoul of their jealousy, their greed, their dirty tactics, their dark regimes, that we have no idea how they deal with life in general. Hence, what they do is they steal from others. They are thieves. They steal from others. Mohad gritva sadgrahan Pravartante shuchivrataha. They don't care about sanitation, they don't care about ablution, they don't care about washing themselves, they don't care about mental or physical purity. Hence, they are asuraha. They are demonic people. Full of demons and demonic possessions, we have to get rid of them. We have to do justice by avoiding them, by not being in contact with them, and that is the first thing we have to do in our practice. Hence, it's important to understand chintam aparimeyancha. They have infinite desires. Their desires are never ending. Pralayantam upashritaha. They want other people to be destroyed. They want other people, irrespective of goodness, badness, or ugliness, to be destroyed. They want the world burning. We don't want them. Kamopabhoga parama etavaditi nishchitaha. They think that enjoyment is the end goal of life. And that is the most horrible thing, we know that, right? Like, that is the most horrible thing. Like, if I think enjoyment is the end goal of life, what is life but enjoyment? And that is not true. Like, of course, enjoyment is not the end goal of life. There is much more to life than enjoyment, There is renunciation, there is restraint. Tyaga, tyaganaiko amritatva manashuhu. We know that. So, and these people cannot understand that simple truth. Hence, they rebel, they revolt. And that's why they need to be finished, they need to be done away with, they need to be killed. And that's why the war was so important, and even now. Demonic people, actually, that's what happens. They kill each other in wars, in conflicts, in skirmishes. And that's exactly what will keep happening. Day after day, year after year, decade after decade, century after century. That's exactly what will keep happening. We cannot do anything about it. All we can do is getting rid of them, avoiding them, not coming much in contact with them. Thank you very much. We shall continue in the next session. May God bless you all. Thanks.